Hi everyone, my name is Bridget and welcome to my channel. So I thought I'd come on today and discuss a topic that came up in one of my previous videos, and the topic is that Jesus came to show us who we are. But before I begin my video, I'd just like to clarify that I do not believe in religion. I believe in God and Jesus Christ, and that Jesus Christ came to show us a way to peace and abundance for all. So my video is a bit long, so let me begin. There is a truth that was spoken, not softly, not accidentally, but boldly. So boldly that it shook the minds of those who heard it. And still shakes people today, because when Jesus Christ stood amongst the crowd, he didn't just speak about God, he revealed something about us. In John 10 verse 34 he says, "Is it not written in your law? I said, you are gods." He was pointing back to Psalms 82 verse 6. I said, you are gods, sons of the Most High, all of you. Now pause there. Because religion has trained us to shrink at those words, to feel uncomfortable, to pull back. But Jesus didn't pull back. He leaned in. He didn't say, no, don't think like that. He said, why does this shock you? And that's where awakening begins. You see, Jesus never came to build a system that keeps you small. He came to wake you up to your origin. He came to remind you that you are not just flesh and bone, not just a name, a job, a story, but something divine has been breathed into you. In the beginning, it says, God breathed life into man. This wasn't just oxygen. This was essence. That was spirit. And Jesus walked this earth, showing us what it looks like when a human being is fully aligned with that spirit. Not separate from God, but in union with him. That's why he said in John 10 verse 30, I and the Father are one. And then later he prays for us in John 17 verse 21, that they may be one, just as we are one. Do you see it? This was never meant to be about a man being elevated above humanity. This was about one man showing humanity what they are capable of becoming when they remember who they are. But here's the tension. If you do not understand this truth correctly, you fall into ego. And ego says, I am God above all. But Jesus never moved like that. He said the Son can do nothing by himself. John 5 verse 19. So what is he showing us? He is showing us that being gods is not about control, it's about connection. It's not about power over others, it's about alignment with the source. We've been taught to live disconnected, to look outside for validation, to chase identity in things that were never meant to define us. But Jesus said, the kingdom of God is within you. Luke 17 verse 21, within you. Not in a building, not in a system, not in approval from others, within. And if the kingdom is within, then the nature of the king must be within too. That's what he was revealing. Now hear this clearly. Being called gods does not mean you replace God. It means you reflect him. Like a mirror reflects light, like a branch draws life from the vine. Jesus said in John 15 verse 5, I am the vine, you are the branches. The branch is not the source, but it carries the life of the source. And when the branch forgets that connection, it withers and dies. That's why we see in the world people disconnected from their divine nature, living in fear, striving, comparison, and survival. But Jesus came to restore that connection, to say, you are more than what you have been told. You carry something eternal. You are not separate from the Father. You are invited into oneness. And here's where it gets real. If you truly believe you are a child of the Most High God, If you truly understand what Jesus meant, you wouldn't live in fear, you wouldn't live in lack, you wouldn't betray your own soul for acceptance. You would walk with authority, not arrogance, but authority. The kind of authority Jesus walked in when he healed the sick, when he spoke the truth, when he stood firm in the face of opposition, because he knew who he was. And the world will always challenge you when you start remembering who you are. They challenged him too. They said it was blasphemy, but Jesus answered them with truth. Not aggression, not fear, truth. So the question is not, did Jesus really mean we are gods? The deeper question is, are you willing to live as someone who carries the image of God within them? Are you willing to take responsibility for your thoughts, your actions, and your alignment? Because once you see the truth, you cannot go back to playing small. This is not about elevating yourself above others. It's about recognizing that everyone carries the same divine spark. Every person you meet, every life you encounter, which means love is no longer an option, is not no longer optional. It becomes the only logical way to live. Because how can you hate someone who carries the same breath of God as you? Jesus didn't come to create followers who stay dependent. He came to awaken sons and daughters who walk in truth. He said in John 8 verse 32, "You will know the truth, and the truth shall set you free." And this truth, that you are more than what you've been told, that you are connected to the divine, that the kingdom lives within you, this truth will set you free. So when you hear those words again, you are God's. Don't turn from them, sit with them. Let them challenge you, let them refine you. Because they are not an invitation to ego. They are an invitation to awakening, to alignment, to responsibility, to love. And maybe, just maybe, Jesus wasn't trying to make himself unreachable. Maybe he was saying, this is who I am, and this is who you are meant to remember you are too. So as you can see, we are very important in God's plan, but we are living our lives away from God. And it's very important for each one of us, if we want to experience the kingdom of heaven here on earth, and it is available, I know, I'm standing in it. Okay? That doesn't mean my life is perfect. It means it is still catching up to me. And I have faith in what God has shown me, my future to be. Right now, I'm on mission for God, and I am okay with where I'm at, because I know when He is ready, He will make my next steps clear. So I hope this video helps someone today, and you find meaning in it. And I'm wishing everyone a magical day. God bless.